There are 15 regional executive positions up for grabs. Interestingly, 5 candidates for the positions of chairman, organizer, treasurer, deputy secretary, and deputy treasurer are all going unopposed. But the remaining 31 candidates will have to battle it all out for the other 10 positions. Candidates have intensified their campaigns with posters, and for some, they have adopted door-to-door strategy to convince delegates. The positions of secretary, communications officer, and youth organizer are fiercely contested. The incumbent and longest-serving regional secretary of the NDC, Donatus Akamugri, is facing stiff competition from his former deputy secretary, Thomas Abiola. Donatus Akamugri is confident his experience and hard work over the years will be rewarded at the polls.
For one to be able to serve over 20 years, it means he's doing a good job. You can fool people and take a position for one time. But when they realize the next cycle of the elections, they will take you off. So for me to be able to maintain the elections or win elections about 5 times proves to people that I deliver, I do what is exactly required of the regional secretary. And that is why I have been there.
But his main contender, Thomas Abiola, says delegates are ready to vote massively for him.
I want us to win all the 15 seats. We lost Binduri and united force with the grassroots, and we being united, we'll go back and take the Binduri seat. And when we take the Binduri seat, that is Agenda 1580, then they will move the presidential votes from 64% to 80%. 4 years ago, I suffered and I lost the election narrowly. This time round, I know delegates want to wipe my tears, and I know they will do that.
Deputy Communications Officer Sunday Kampoli and former Bogatanga Central Constituency Secretary Jonathan Salifu are also contesting the incumbent Communications Officer Saeed Tijani. Mr. Tijani is hopeful delegates will retain him based on his achievement.
Out of the 15 seats, we were able to win 14 seats. I went around all the 15 constituencies with my communication officers, constituency communication officers, campaign day and night, market squares, lorry parks. Then I think that brought about these results. So I think they should retain me as the regional communication officer to continue on doing the good work for the party.
But his 2 contenders say he lacks the skills and network to enhance the communication front for victory in 2024. The incumbent youth organizer, Abraham Langbon, is optimistic delegates will retain him to leverage on his mobilization skills to deliver the 15 parliamentary seats in the region for the NDC.
On the ground, and I'm a ground person. I don't want to communicate my strategy, but basically, I am in touch with the delegates, and I'm assuring you that the minimum victory is going to be 80%. The minimum result that I'm going to achieve, 80%. That is the minimum. But I'm hoping to hit almost 90% because the people have seen what I've done in the past, and they are ready to give me the mandate to continue.
But his close contender, David Amoliga, says the incumbent lacks charisma. Hence, hopeful delegates would rather reject Mr. Lambon for him.
The youth wing is not an administrative wing, it is an action wing. So one needs to be somebody who is so very full of action, somebody who can allow the people to operate and be with them and rally behind them. And I think that I'm somebody who have those qualities and can actually work with the youth and make sure that come 2024, they will come to power.
From the Upper East Regional Office of the National Democratic Congress, all is set for the much anticipated Regional Delegates Conference tomorrow at the Bogatanga Technical University. Leadership of the party is impressing on the candidates to eschew politics of insults and violence. For Citi News, Frederick Awuni, Zwaring.